My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is February 29, 2024. It is 3:18 a.m. This is video number 2. So I went over the numbers, then changed from video 1. So let's just look at it really quickly. There they are. Analytic. Same thing. Alright, so let's go on Twitter. I want to start with this because I have about 17 tweets to share with you. These are the important tweets. They came about after my last recording yesterday. Okay, so it has to do with New York City Police chase, RAVEC, Met Police, OMID, New York City chase, and some Sussex squad things. Okay, so let's get started. This is the first tweet. The British media called Prince Harry a liar, but the car chase in New York did happen as per court judgment. The conclusion was that there was sufficient evidence to arrest 2 individuals for reckless endangerment. Okay, so let's click on that. I'm going to read this. There's other tweets that I have that shows this. So I'm going to read it once, and then unless there's a longer version of it that I'm not aware of, but I know I came across a lot of retweets of this. Usually when I bookmark those tweets with the same image, it's just because of the caption, different branch of the discussion. Okay. On the last day of the hearing before me, Miss Fatima Casey produced a copy of a letter dated December 6, 2023 from the Chief of Intelligence and the New York City Police Department. The letter is addressed to the Chief Superintendent, OCU, Commander Royalty and Specialty Protection. The Chief of Intelligence said that he wished to make the Chief Superintendent aware of certain changes to the security posture that will be afforded to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in light of the security incident that took place on May 16, 2023 in New York City. The letter says that a thorough review of the incident had taken place, and although no formal charges were brought against the parties involved at the time, quote, we did conclude that the behavior in question was reckless. Okay, the reason why they will sort of assist Harry and Meghan when they come to New York is because not only the reckless, okay, that alone, the reckless, is for safety of other people and, New Yorkers. Okay, pedestrian who's minding their own business and the paparazzi is doing their crazy things. It's to protect the public, pretty much. All right. As a result, redacted text, beginning with an upcoming trip in the current weeks, the investigation has found reckless disregard of vehicle and traffic laws and persistently dangerous and unacceptable behavior on the part of paparazzi during the night in question. They had operated vehicles, scooters, and bicycles in a manner that forced the security team, which include the NYPD lead car, to take evasive action on several occasions and a circuitous route to avoid being struck by pursuing vehicle or trapped on side blocks. The conclusion was that there was sufficient evidence to arrest 2 individuals for reckless endangerment, redacted text. Okay, so that I read it. If you see it again, I'm gonna skip it. All right, this is someone that I black. I agree the judge is there for lying. Okay. Then drove the police station and was escorted home by don't let facts get in the way. So I blacked this person, must be saying something stupid. Okay, I'm sure you know more about the NYPD. Okay, so what is that now? I wasn't aware of that. December 6, 2023. Okay, so these other thing I probably just read. Okay, they put it in a different form. All right, so New York City thing here. Okay, so that's that. and I can't even read it. It's very blurry. We do not believe it happened. Okay, so that's the people. Okay, a lot of people say it happened. TMZ even reported. I have video. Go back to some of my videos around that time. There was literally videos. I had to, interrupt the video here and there. It's because I don't want to play it completely and then get copyright kind of thing. Okay, so it did happen. The Rangers will, baggage for God. Next tweet. Now, these are discussion. I thought I would see stuff about, okay, maybe I arranged them wrong, but let's continue. Not at all surprised by the High Court ruling. Okay, let me look. This should come after the RAVEC thing. Okay, so let me rearrange things here. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna read it the way that I have it on the list, okay? Because there's a lot of tweet to go to, because it will take me forever to rearrange it. But there's a court ruling about RAVEC that came out yesterday. I wanted to read what was said in court first before I read some of the squad tweets. So that's what I was gonna rearrange, but I see a lot of tweets. I don't wanna go through all of them like that. Okay, so let's continue. Not at all surprised by the High Court ruling on heavy security challenge, to be honest. Neither am I sorry that our sister Meg and those beautiful babies will probably never set foot on Toxic Isle again. Super proud of Harry for always standing up for what is right. Okay, so there's that here. In other words, Harry lost the case. Okay, so I think he's gonna challenge it. Okay, probably another good reason to keep Invictus Game out of the UK. Definitely. Okay, definitely. Said for the vets, but UK cannot trust with IG. Yep. Okay, also by Harry seeking the judicial review, it brought to light the letter to the Metropolitan Police dated December 6, 2023 from NYPD's Chief of Intelligence, which concluded reckless endangerment by the paparazzi in New York City last year. I'm telling you, Harry wants to make sure to turn every stone, dotted any I's, and cross out all the T's as he moved forward and with his life, so he could say, I did everything possible. So when he's old, he can no longer do some of the things that he's doing. At some point, he needs to retire and relax with his family and his wife. Okay, then his kids, if they're interested in the same thing that he's into, okay, so they could continue. So his kid don't question him and say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? So Harry is making everything, doing everything in his power to make sure he did whatever he could within his power. Okay, also by Harry seeking the judicial review. Okay, so that's what I just read. Everything that came out showed collusion and shenanigans. That's why I will never trust the Met Police with the protection of Harry and his family. This is the thing. They always want something under the table. Their salary is never enough. Alright, the way royals are dropping like flies over there, it's probably best that the Sussex family stay away. Yep, that's right. His lawyer are going to appeal. Yes, I saw that, but I'm not holding my breath, to be honest. Britain has zero chance of getting the Invictus Games, and that makes me happy because Harry and Meghan are not safe in the UK for any extended period of time. Okay, I can't agree more. Alright, after this, that's it. Let's pause this. If William tolerates the RAVEC decision, his children will be next. Those kids did not ask to be born in that institution, but they are trapped. Why does Willie... Oops, someone is up. It's 3:30, 3:27 to be exact. Okay, somebody probably went to pee. Alright, Willie does not... Okay. I read this. Willie does not think beyond his rage. If he did, he'll be a calm, mature person, which he's not. Okay, they really want to dine on him. Look how the Diana thing was covered up. They're safer far from that place. Yep. That is true. Okay, so there's another thing here regarding RAVEC. I hope I didn't interrupt this where this should have been first. Okay, so there's that. Red flags everywhere, but this man doesn't want to see OMG. Okay, breaking. The Duke of Sussex will seek to appeal against a High Court ruling dismissing his challenge over a change to the level of his personal security when he visited the UK, a spokesperson said. Breaking news. He just want to make sure he do everything in his power. All right, this will be on our part of service. Okay, I will not play this here. Okay, so let's continue. Did I read? Okay, that's that. To comment, I cannot go into it. So let's go to the next tweet. Oops. Next tweet. Okay, so this is from RAVEC. So this should have been first. There's the Royal Suitor. Okay, this part is quite interesting. The court saying any departure from policy is allowed and procedural unfairness is also okay because they can't do shit. Wow. Okay, so let's read this and then I'll go into Royal Suitor. Okay, the judge found that any departure from policy was justified and that the decision was not irrational or marred by procedural unfairness. The High Court ruled that even if such procedural unfairness occur, the court will be prevented from granting the Duke any relief. The baggage for God, that's all I know. So now I'm going into this, Royal Suitor. So we'll know more about what happened. And I believe I shared a link of those court documents on my community board. So if you took the time to read them, you probably already know. All right. The court has found that there hasn't been any unlawfulness in reaching the decision of 28 February 2020. Any departure from policy was justified. The decision wasn't irrational. The decision wasn't marred by procedural unfairness. Prince Harry was unsuccessful. All right, I'll leave the link of these. I have it somewhere, you know, for the sake. This is what I wanted. Okay, I already downloaded. Let me go see for it. Okay, I'm wasting time. I really don't want to download it again, but I'll leave the link. You guys could check it out. The squad who read it probably just bring in the important things. Let's focus on Twitter. Okay, if later on I have the energy to read it, and I'll insert it before I edit it. The Lord will make all things turn out for good. Part of you, Prince Harry. Okay, God will provide him and his family the kind of protection he deserves, yet they want him back in the UK. For what? Right? So, that was me, by the way. Sometime God will put roadblocks in your way to prevent future harm. I'm sad for Harry, but happy that Meghan and their babies have a solid reason to never step foot on that island. Another stand in the monarchy. I can say I'm surprised. I thought I would be upset at this, but I'm actually not. When they took the only safe home he had here, I knew they were making it more difficult for him to come here. Harry is a better place. The case has served its purpose by exposing what was going on. That's true. And it's on paper. It's on document. People cannot later on in the future. All right? In the future, when people looking back, we could see, okay, that he did his best. It's not written by the tabloid who could easily go and edited those things. So it's cemented in the court paper, even though some certain thing could be done, but at least it is well known everywhere. He was very successful. He pulled the curtain back, and many people who weren't paying attention now understand why he left and why he isn't coming back. The UK lost because we got to keep Harry. That's another way of looking at it. Not a shock. He tried, and it's on the record that he tried. Good enough. Next. Okay, even in this, there is a blessing. Meg and the babies are safe away from that island. Harry knows to now limit his already limited traveling to that place. All is well that ends well. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. There's more, and I didn't read the thing, the court things, but I'll leave the link in the description for you. It's already on my community board. Next tweet. It was never about Prince Harry winning this case. I didn't expect him to. It was the principle of it all. He made his point and he tried. Now he is free to do as he pleases. If he decides to visit or not, that's his business. The most important thing is obligation to no one. Okay? And the other thing is, when Charles died, okay, you know, who knows? Will he be showing up? I don't know. Okay, so there's me here. It's in the record books. No one can say he didn't want security. Exactly. And I think I say some more stuff too. Okay, court documents to be exact, not trashy papers that can easily update it to fit the narrative of the day. Okay, exactly. There's that. If and when are his prerogatives. Okay, so that's an ad. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so now we are about Met Police. Let's be honest, what we've seen of the Met Police doesn't give me confidence they can be trusted with the security of Prince Harry's family anyway. Sometimes a decision that goes against you is actually fate. God and the universe protecting you. You see, this is the other thing as well. 6 former Met Police officers handed suspended jail sentences after sending racist messages about Meghan Markle. Alright, so that was back in 2023. okay, agreed, half in and half out, for example, refusing Harry and their offer to do work aboard for the royal family was the best thing that could have happened. Look at how free, happy, and successful they are away from that family influence, machinations, and leaks. Okay, that's a very good example. Okay, so the squad is showing, is a blessing in disguise. Okay, it's in court document, so Harry show the world that he tried, and his future grandchildren and Archie and Lily, when they get older, they could understand that he tried. He wanted one thing. I remember from the docuseries, Harry said he wanted to show his kids where he grew up, but it's impossible now. I guess when the monarchy is abolished and it becomes a museum, he could take the kids and say, this is where I used to live, and all of that. All right, it should definitely have a negative effect on the decision to bring IG to the UK. Harry and family won't be safe there. True, said for the UK veterans, but I'm sure they understand. Okay, well said. I'm beginning to see that too. How many secret racists exist in the Met tells me he will be in more danger from that side of the system. Okay, 100%. That's an ad. Okay, whatever is there. Say it one more time. There's that. Hashtag. It's about him having a gun if needed. Sure, if a person carrying the gun can be trusted. All of that. Okay. All right. So they make the decision for him. So at least he could say he tried. Okay. Next tweet. Right, so now we're making reference to everything. The list is on shamble. It's not in order. Okay, that's regarding the RAVEC and now the Met Police and what happened in New York. Okay, I think the FBI should check on insurance fraud. I believe the British media who used the paparazzi dog might have covered up by paying for damages on parked cars and secret without public knowledge. How come it never been reported? Imagine what if someone got hurt near a parked cars. Okay, so this I also shared it previously during that time, during the chase. Okay, there's here. I'll go into it in a few. Okay, good point. Now, the people whose cars were damaged, did they report them? They may not have reported it because they can't prove anything. Unless they have receipt around that time, they pay out of pocket to fix the damages. It would be difficult to prove who did what. It's crazy. Okay, it's hashtag of Harry and Meghan. So let's go into that. Okay, so this is a radio station that was near the area where the thing was happening, where Harry and Meghan was receiving the award, and they hear all the commotion and all of that, so they're talking about it. Okay, so that's a documentation of all the craziness. Now I know some people are making thing with the mayor and all of that. So it's one of those things when the full report hasn't fully come out, and then those royal rats, they did it in the White House when Trump was in office as well, to quickly ask him questions to put it on the record. Okay, and at that time I did say it, he didn't know the full story. But when you think of New York City itself, I mean, there have been other incidences where certain chases had happened, but it didn't go too far in the city. But I don't think the mayor knew the full story yet, but the tabloid know how to corner people really quickly. Okay, to put them in the record so they could write their nonsense. Okay, so let me read this. The Breakfast Club said that security around the event building informed them that the paparazzi hit multiple parked cars in New York City. Okay, so that's 1 minute and 9 seconds. Just pay attention to the audio because there will be a screenshot. I can't just let it play. Okay.
Happened very close to here when we were leaving the building yesterday. There was nothing but cameras all over the place, and I was trying to figure out what happened. And I guess she was leaving the ballroom, but they said that the paparazzi allegedly hit like 6, 7 cars over there, and they said it was a big thing.
That's what we were told yesterday. Cause
they said they hit the cars.
Yeah. We were told that yesterday. We were told that the paparazzi was going around the block because I guess she was in a building over here. She was in an event over here.
What is it? The Siegfried Ballroom over there? Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
and they was like paparazzi was hitting cars.
Yeah,
trying to get a picture.
Trying to get a picture, which is weird because in New York City you really don't see wild paparazzi crazy like that chasing people because you see so many people. You don't really have that, you know, here. But
y'all losing y'all damn mind over Meghan Markle. Come on, stop.
Well, they allegedly said it was no actual collision, so I don't know if they meant hit, like, you know, resulting in an injury or accident or what.
These were parked cars.
Parked cars.
Yeah, these were
parked cars.
Yeah. The security told us that yesterday. Security literally told us yesterday. Meghan Markle was at the ballroom or whatever last night.
Ballroom,
The paparazzi kept going around in circles just to get a picture of her, and they was hitting parked cars.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that before I even heard from the mayor.
I guess.
Well, the man said it was cap, but
yeah, the mayor wasn't fully aware of everything. Okay, so that's that. The Breakfast Club is trash. 2 Uncle Toms with a megaphone, not a reliable sources for information. They're just telling, you know, reporting what they have heard, what happened during that night. And, you know, I mean, they may not have been eyewitness to the situation, but they're just reporting on what they saw, which somewhat collaborate with what Harry and Meghan have said. Okay, so it's a different topic. Okay, I never listen to them, so I don't know what their topic of discussion usually is, but they just saying what they heard, what happened the night prior, and it collaborate with what Harry and Meghan have said, okay, through their statement. But anyway, we saw videos of it. I have videos of what was happening, but in a different location, which correspond to what they're saying. And other people, I have some TikTokers that I came across who was talking about it. Completely different from this. Or, how do you call this? A pedestrian who talk about it, making the same reference of that.
okay.
The way I saw them follow the car, I wasn't surprised by the headlines. They actually went in from the side entrance. They didn't come in from the front red carpet entrance. Me and a couple other supporters ran to the back to kind of catch them walking in because we saw all the paparazzi running to the back suddenly. And it became pretty aggressive. The paparazzi had access to the garage from where they were entering, and they were being kind of manhandled by the bodyguards to prevent them from getting too close to the Sussexes. And the entire time, a lot of the paparazzi were heckling Meghan and Harry and making just negative comments, trying to get a reaction out of them. As they were leaving, just the way they chased the car, it just reminds you of like all the other scenes you've seen in the past.
Okay, I remember this. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Now we are into Omid. He's making reference to what happened in court. All right, so his tweet sort of start here. Right, so I have 2 different tweets. Okay, so I bookmarked this, but it started here. Okay, I think we all remember what happened when I reported all the details on this incident. Majority of British outlets had a meltdown. I got called a liar, weeks of abuse, etc. Reporting on this subject has turned into a pathetic pantomime and far from the realm of real journalism. Okay, so let's go back, not go back, let's see what he wrote. You know what, let's focus on this because this is the one that I bookmarked and there's some people who responded to it. Okay, I'm just gonna read what's there, but technically there's like 60 people who respond. Only this. Currently, William and his dog seem untouchable, but we know karma knows no boundaries. Now they have eggs on their face, probably because you have been proving to liar repeatedly. No, he just reported the truth and you guys don't agree with what he's reporting. Okay, and court no less. Oh, but Meghan won the court case. Harry won his court case. I was making reference to the phone hacking case. That's the part I'm making reference. Not the one where this was a review for his security, but the phone hacking, he won. Okay, that's what I was making reference to when I first originally recorded it. So what are these people are talking about? So let's just black this. I don't want to come across. You refuse to accept reality. No one remembers you, Scobie. I do. Okay, so are these the nonsense? I think the issue was when you took it a steps too far from 80 miles. Okay, I don't know anything. Still don't believe they were chased. Okay. All right, so all these are the Rangers. Oh, yeah, you're a real journalist. He is, actually. He is. He took it. He doesn't take it personal like the Royal Rats. Okay, so let's see this here. He started from there. Okay, that's the one I just shared. NYPD Chief of Intelligence confirmed that the Sussexes were chased by paparazzi in New York City last year. Quote, we found the following: reckless disregard of vehicles and traffic laws and persistently dangerous and unacceptable behavior on the part of the paparazzi during the night in question. So that's Daily Beast. Okay, the judgment revealed that the NYPD is sitting on enough evidence to charge 2 of their pursuers over the chase. All right, remember Harry was recording them as well. Okay, Harry is one freaking smart cookie. To be in the present, this is the thing here. While you in the chaos, no wonder why he was a soldier. To put your mind and said, let me record them as well. This is, I'm telling you, Harry is brilliant. Is brilliant. Okay, so I just went over this. So what is that here? Yes, and finally, ITV News has reported on it. Okay, it's a minute. Let's listen to it.
Yeah, John, this case was about the level of protection that Prince Harry gets here in the UK, but also his broader security was discussed.
Yeah, viewers might well remember May of last year, and Prince Harry complained that in New York he, Meghan and Meghan's mother had been chased around the city there by a press pack for 2 hours. They said it was a near catastrophic experience. Now, in documents revealed during the course of the court case and made public today, it seems that the New York Police Department agree with his assessment. They said that the paparazzi acted in a reckless and very dangerous manner. But of course, that was the United States. This is the United Kingdom. We understand that Prince Harry will try to appeal against this decision today.
All right, John, at the High Court, thank you.
Oops, come on, let's pause. Okay, I'll go into that. There's 7 comment here. Oh no, beep beep, a car chase at 5 miles per hour in Manhattan, beep beep. Oh God. We know the whole full story, okay? It was FDR. I actually did 2 videos when, for some reason, what was that? Oh, we were going upstate, and then we went to Brooklyn to pick up my mother-in-law, and while we were there, we drove to the West FDR, and I recorded to share with you the path, the highway that Harry and Meghan took. Okay, I have it. It could be on this channel. Okay, it probably on this channel because at that time my other channel PYTE was demonetized, so I was putting everything on this channel. So the chase went on the FDR, and then they went back to regular street to go to a police because they just can't keep on going around and around. So yeah, but people don't want to believe them, whatever. So let's read this. Okay, we knew this, so the report is kind of all for naught. The powers that be in the UK have made a reckless and a powerful influence decision about his security. Doesn't matter. The crown is chipped and dull. Time and fortune favor for the bold and just equal Harry. Okay, he tags Kobe. This is a good example of how social media was used to disseminate disinformation and how online trolls and interested parties marked and fanned flame of resentment. New York City adjusted accordingly. Evidently, British government and royal family want a tragedy to take place. They're all baggage for God. That's all we know. At least for me. I did say I was going to go into that. Let's see what some people are saying. Let's pause it. Some coverage, they still manage to be dismissive of them all. Why do some have such annoying voices? Okay, that's an ad. I believe there was a reckless disregard for cars and people, and there was some kind of chase, just not a high speed. Near catastrophic one, driver wasn't scared and the cab was never hit. Also, why isn't NYPD CI named John Miller as the author of said letter? I just have. Okay, the thing is that, okay, it was said that Harry driver was going according to speed limit.
Part of the security detail. He used to be with the Secret Service. He told me, I've never experienced anything like this. What we were dealing with was very chaotic. There were about a dozen vehicles, cars, scooters and bicycles. The public were in jeopardy at several points. It could have been fatal. So that's what they were dealing with, Brianna, and they're clearly very shaken up.
It was the other ones, the ones who were following Harry and Meghan, that were going crazy. That's what I'm aware of. Okay? So the catastrophe, it means in some term, disaster. Could have hurt somebody. Somebody could get killed. That's why it says near catastrophic. Okay, near. It didn't happen, but it was close enough to hurt somebody and kill somebody. All right, so that's that. Okay, also why is an NYPD named John Miller as the author of said letter? I just have. Okay, whatever. They're telling you they do the investigation, but you want to believe whatever you want. Okay, so that, let's get rid of. Okay, so there's one comment below it. Let's see what they say here. Okay, they never say it was a high-speed chase. The mayor said that two policemen could have been injured. They were only in the cab for about 10 minutes at the end of the pursuit, and they only went around one block. He was not in the main driver the whole 2 hours. Hope that helps. Whatever, but anyway, she's not gonna, she wants to believe what she wants. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Next one, again, this is Omid. Alright, while I firmly believe the Princess of Wales should be allowed to recover without disturbance or prying, it's bizarre to me that the same conscience-free paper who hacked, harassed, who made me feel unsafe by flying drone to stalk me, have suddenly learned the meaning of privacy. Okay, so that's a headline. Okay, end game. Author Umid Scobie stayed, and this is scratch off, LA Villa before bombshell book came out. My goodness, these people are freaking terrorists. Okay, maybe they only do it for Caucasian people. Anyone else is not worth their humanity. It is disgusting, racist, discriminatory British press, and that includes members of the royal family who give their tacit approval and even feed this discrimination at times behind closed, there's more, behind closed doors and sometimes openly. Okay, well, this seems like a good thread to find the Rangers to black. They're still out here defending their betters. Okay, exactamente, yawn. Okay, so there's this. When you see them, you have to do it really quickly. Alright, so we don't come across. Okay, race baiter. He's just telling the fact, but hey. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I don't want to have time to black. Okay, so now back to New York City again. I'm telling you, I didn't put the list accordingly. Okay, don't come for me, but what is the point of Harry and Meghan having a communication team if they can't even give updates on the arrest of 2 people in New York City and the decision to tighten Harry and Meghan's security by the NYPD after they released a statement about the incident in the first place? This is one of the squad. She's kind of upset and said, how come they didn't tell us about all of this? But I think the point is that they probably wanted to use that in their court paper so they can put everything out to let you know what they know, so the bad guys will know the information as well. That's what I think. Okay, so I blacked this, so I'm not even gonna read. Considering how they were disbelieved and mocked, will those results from the NYPD have vindicate their case? I mean, what's the point of communication team if not to do PR here and there? Okay, so let's continue here. Okay, I mute that. Yet the NYPD actively acted to tighten security. Why will they sabotage a decision they made themselves and records of arrests that could be made public? Mind you, the NYPD will have had to initiate correspondence with Harry and Meghan to inform them of the updated in the case. Why don't you wait till after the people arrested are tried and found guilty before making this assumption? What is the purpose of disclosing an arrest if the people arrested are set free? Some of you are becoming a dictatorial like the British media. I will not go. I sort of understand her, but there's some part because the thing is still ongoing. Okay, because Harry doesn't play anymore. People who bothers his well-being, once he find out, he called them to court. So he's gathering his information. Okay, ma'am, this was based on information provided by court with details that were provided as evidence. I know y'all are ruled by the British media. That is why you relate everything to them. But this was just a mere question, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, your question seems to always have a sense of blame against Harry. I don't think so. Like accusation, disguised as question. I don't know why I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that way. I may be wrong, but that's why that's my understanding. Okay, because there was such a huge backlash when they first told what happened. They were questioned left, right, and center. Okay, that's the wrong way. Okay, they were questioned left and right, center. Squaddies participated in that too, dragging their team as per usual. They are human beings. Can they live? They are probably tired of dramas. Okay, saying 2 people have been arrested for so and so incident is not drama. Okay, I sort of understand all aspect, but I think the way that I see Harry usually move with his things once they disturb his peace of mind, and who knows, there might be things he's following too with all of this. We do not know. Okay, so let's leave that alone. And I think that person who did the tweet, she mean well. Okay, I've read a lot of her tweets before, and I don't think she's a hater. Okay, so she's just saying, how come they don't just come and say there were 2 people arrested? So it's the back and forth I realized with Harry and Meghan. During when they were in the UK, there was something that happened, and I said they just drop their truth and they walk away. Okay, it's the same thing that they did here with this incident. Okay, they tell their part of the story. Whether you believe them or not, they just leave it as that. You make your own assumption. Okay, because once they start responding back, there's gonna be the back and forth. They assemble their truth, they tell their truth to the best of their abilities, and then they just walk away and you do what you want with that. That's what I realized with the Sussexes. Okay, next week. And then everything else, you'll learn through court documents. That's all I know about them. Okay, next tweet. That's from Royal Suitor. A senior officer at the NYPD has said the city not only holds enough evidence, I feel like I'm reading this over, but let me finish this. Evidence to arrest 2 people for reckless endangerment. Okay, they didn't say they arrested, but they have enough evidence to arrest them, but has also upgraded its security protocol for visit by Prince Harry and Meghan following the incident last May. Okay, so the reason, okay, some people might say, oh, why they doing this? Why police have to get involved in? Is because of public, what do you call this? Not public interest, public safety. Okay, with that already set aside. Okay, Harry had came before, where they went to the World Trade Center. They went to United Nations and all of that. Everything went very smoothly. But that specific instance where it was something personal they were gonna receive, okay, they didn't need police. They bring their own security, and it went out of hand. Okay, so now it alert I'm telling you, all these are things in disguise. Okay, knowing what just happened in the UK with the ruling where it went against Harry, now with the thing that happened in New York, it just alerted the police in New York to be aware this could happen again. Okay, the reckless driving. Let's say, even you, whoever is listening to this, one day you probably decided, oh, let me take a trip to New York City. Okay, and for some coincidence reason, Harry and Meghan were around doing their own business. Okay, then the paparazzi start behaving similarly to when the May incident, the chase happened, and then out of nowhere, you minding your business, your family, doing your own thing, don't care about Meghan. You didn't even know Meghan and Harry were in New York. Okay, paparazzi is running left and right. You happen to be at the crosshair of it. Okay, this is why the NYPD will get involved now, because of what the paparazzi had done already. This is by learning from experience. They don't want that to happen again. Thank God there was no injury, there was no deaths. Okay, so the NYPD is gonna prevent, okay, knowing what could possibly happen. So that was something in disguise now. Okay, a gift in disguise. So all Harry needs to do is call the police. I'm coming. I'm this and that, and be prepared. I'm gonna be around, and then the thing will be provided to prevent incident from happening. Does that make sense? This is the way that I see it. You tell me. It's not them who's asking for it. They could easily come and don't even tell anybody. Nobody knows. They come in and do their things, and then they hop out right away. All right, next tweet. Let's read some of the comment here. All right. Just on principle, I refuse to give clicks to Tom Sykes or Daily Beast article. All right. No lies were told by wonderful Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. We knew they never lie, but for their haters, I hope everything they wish on Harry and Meghan happens to them. Okay, no lies were told. A senior officer at the NYPD has said the city not only holds enough evidence to arrest 2 people for reckless endangerment. Okay, they didn't arrest. I didn't read the article. I don't plan on reading it, but they said they have enough evidence. If they were to arrest, they could arrest. All right, next tweet. All right, so there's this here. New York cares about the security of Prince Harry. His own country, not so much. New York is willing to ensure he and his family are safe to the extent they increase his security when visiting. Okay, all of this, as much as it is for Harry, it's also for public safety as well. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, country of birth, they don't care. All on record. New York versus Britain. Okay, the NYPD also said that there will be changes and security provided to Prince Harry 39 and Meghan 42 on future visits to the city following the May incident. The couple, okay, London. Prince Harry has lost long and bitter fight over his level of publicly funded security in the United Kingdom. With a British court ruling, he has no right to full royal protection. Okay, all this baggage for God. Okay, so that said, this will not be on this channel. It will be on our Part of Pure service. So you need to subscribe to these channels. Okay, all of my channels. This one is not talking about charities. Next tweet, I have 3 more. One of the 3 is a prayer from the squad. Okay, so there's that. I do understand Prince Harry, but I see this all at this moment as God's way of protecting him, his wife, Duchess Meghan, and their children. In the US, they are safe. Okay? A new court ruling may prevent Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from returning to the UK, as well as their kids Archie and Lilibet. Okay? So that was yesterday, 2024, February 28, 2024. Okay? That's a hashtag. Yes, the UK is his blood home, and no wonder he has feeling for his country. Some part of the UK are beautiful, and no doubt he has good friends there who are not part of the royal rats, gutter press, or leftover royal trolls whom have no business whatsoever in his personal life. Why do they care when they said that's what they want? They should be celebrating with Willie. I'm sure he's having a party for one while in hiding. Okay, I mean, William is really cornering himself. I mean, at some point when nothing lasts forever, that's all I know. Nothing lasts forever. Whatever is here, that's it. They are much safer, much secure, and perfectly happy in their home in California. They have the world at their convenience. The UK no longer concerns them, not at all. And name Jesus Christ, amen. We need to pray. Yes, we need to always pray. To always pray. All right, never forget that. Okay, it should be part of our everyday thing, whichever religion you are. His family is going to regret what they are doing to Harry. Karma happens. That's another way of looking at it. All right, next tweet. Okay, there's that. The one advice I will give Prince Harry is sometimes God allows a door to close and will allow your detractors and enemies to stand guard from you walking through said door to prevent your demise, but God will open a window so that you can soar free. Soar, Harry, and don't look back. Okay, like an eagle or hawk, he might as well seek citizenship and no IG in that rat hole ever. Okay, amen. My mom has always said God will make your enemies your footstool. Something like this saying is in the Bible. Okay, that's the heart here. Let's go to the next one. Now this one, it says Invictus. Why did I put it here? There must be a humor to it. Okay, y'all know what the Home Office verdict also mean. The chances of UK getting the 2027 Invictus game has decreased significantly. That isle likes to shoot itself in the foot a lot. I love that for that isle. I'm rooting for South Korea and Japan. Yeah, I want South Korea. I really want South Korea to get it. Okay, Japan is a competing nation. Check in the Invictus page. I don't know how the rumor got started, but their veterans don't even participate in the games. They aren't on the list. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Let me bookmark this. Maybe at some point I could look at it. Tokyo has already won the bid. Really? I'm not aware of that. Okay, Japan. Okay, no, I'm not aware of that. If I was, I would have shared that with you. All right. So let's do the last one. Is a prayer from the squad. I can't believe I went through that really quick. I guess because I didn't read the thing. When I do have time, I'll read what the court said, but right now I just want to rush. Okay, House of Sussex prayer. God is Harry, Meghan, Archie, Little Bit Diana, and Miss Doria, defender. He will fight their battles, despite daily battles against repulsive enemies and forces. Do not fear. God suffer no man to hurt them. He reprove kings for their sake. What they intended for evil, God will turn into good. All right, so there's that here. The Lord had said to Harry, quote, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." All right, so there's that here. Amen, amen. There's a lot of amen. Amen. God's plan. When you get what you want, that is God's direction. But when you don't get what you want, that's God's protection. Okay, so there's a lot of amen, and that's it. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it. I'm gonna do another video, and that video will be for our part of pure service. The first tweet of it will be this. Okay, so go subscribe to that channel. Okay, so that's that. That will be the first tweet. All right, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.